Welcome to week 2. All right, we welcome with Kali this week. She is the great destroyer. Do not fear her. The woman who has been called too much, too angry, too intense. You have Kali in your bones. You are a cold keeper of Kali. She is not chaos. She is divine clarity. Her sword doesn't just cut to harm. It cuts to liberate. It cuts cords. This week is about release. What are you carrying that is not yours? Whose expectations? And what old story are you telling that no longer belongs? It's time for you to let things fall away that are not serving you. Your sacred somatic tool is going to be with the hips. This release grief, stagnant energy, and the weight of what we cannot change. It's a gentle, slow circle with your hip. And this physical act reprograms the nervous system. Walking away isn't surrender, it's choosing to fight another day on your own terms. Sometimes the most powerful action is a conscious release, a conscious stepping away. So this week we make space by letting go, not being afraid to let go. Some things is just requiring you to give less energy to start detaching from. And this is important because if you don't know when you need to detach and stop giving energy to something, then everything else in your life is going to basically abuse you and not respect the boundaries, which we worked on last week. So keep that in mind as you're working through this. A lot of times we need to release our own judgment of ourselves, our own expectation of ourselves, because sometimes we leak our power. And so this is why week by week, we're going to work through one thing at a time. Whatever your sacred anchor is that you chose, make sure that you are doing it. Make sure that you are checking in with us so we can stay in touch with each other, because we're building a grid. This is not just each of us doing this work. We're actually doing a much greater work as we're working through this to heal the divine feminine on this planet and to leave this planet better than the one that we inherited when we came here. Hopefully for our children and children's children and nieces and nephews. And the list goes on and on. So this is what we're going to be doing this week. On the weekend, this embodiment, dressing up, makeup, whatever, jewelry that's in alignment, activities that's in alignment. Maybe it's something that you want to destroy, that you've been afraid to destroy. And it could be something like codependency. Work through it. Set the intention. When you listen to the affirmations, really let them sink in. And that is just that simple. So don't think that you have to do much more. I notice it's hardly no effort at all. It's very little effort. And that's what makes it more effective, because the feminine's goal is to gain the outcome that she desires without having to sacrifice herself, without having to give too much effort, without having to operate in masculine energy. And that's what this is all about. All right, y'all. See you next week. Peace.